So what's going on?
I'm working because you didn't do your job. First thing, you lost your instructions, which means they're at home. Second is you left a hole open here to suck air in.
I didn't leave a hole open. I just
So I had to plug it for
pulled
you.
it out of the box.
Then you didn't put any of your choke stuff on.
Just pulled it out of the box.
Yeah, right. Okay, here's your picture, see?
Yeah, see?
You take numbers right here and you got all these different ones all the same. And you've got to read down the paperwork right here and you lay it out. So you got washer, 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 screw, screw.
Yep.
That's how it goes together. And the bracket goes in the middle.
Put the screws in there and then it's all screwed up.
So there you go. How come it's not done yet?
I don't know.
You're confused already, you can tell, because you didn't follow directions yet.
Well, I didn't look at the instructions, but I imagine that probably one of these.
No. Go in order. I told you the order. Now you're mixing the shit all up. Put it back in order. Put exactly how you pulled it out. Put exactly how it was. That's not read the book. You already screwed it all up. You can't hide away from me. Put it right back ahead of you. I had it all laid out and you went and mixed it up.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Look at the book. Right over there. See, it's even numbered. Even you can see the numbers.
How do you even freaking see that?
See what, the number? What's the number there? You got 3 in the backing plate. What's next?
Are you looking at that?
Well, is that your stuff going together? So what's 6?
6 looks like a spring washer.
Spring washer. That must be first on the list. What's the next number?
That's the one I had.
What's the next number?
8.
So it goes from 6 to 8?
Nylon washer.
It goes from 6 to 8?
7 is a fast idle steel washer.
Yeah, you're getting the order back again. Look at that. Okay, now it's back in order. Don't mix it up.
Yeah, so like I said, that one probably
Nope.
goes
Look at the picture.
6.
Look at the picture, not the numbers.
Yeah, the picture shows right there, 6. 6.
Look at the picture,
Backing
how the lever
plates.
goes. Where's the lines go through? You're too small.
I don't know. I
You
can't
put
see
your
that
glasses.
small.
Well, you get your damn glasses on. It's real simple. You see that big screw right there? What over here has a thread in it?
Right there.
Maybe that's where the washers go, because that's where the screw goes to hold all the shit together over here. Okay, so what's this? Wavy washer?
Spring washer.
Then we got flat washer. Then we had nylon washer. Then we had bracket. Hold that up there.
Screw.
No, nylon washer again. Special one of these.
Cap it off with a brass washer.
Then we have one of those.
Here, we need the purple Loctite.
Yeah, you need that too. All that shit stacks together like that, where there's no room for it. But there is. If you do it right.
Oh, that's freaking easy.
It's easy if you read the instructions, but you have to get your glasses.
That's right.
You got 2 of those to screw up over there. Okay, the light's back on again. We got our purple Loctite. What's purple mean?
That is for screws. Number 10 and under.
Did you plug up the tip on that again? And they say you don't have to worry about putting caps on everything because it never seats up. Okay, that's like paste now, so it's going to have to work. Okay, you have to put it in that
The
hole right
flat
there.
blade. What a pile of crap.
Yeah, not even an Allen. Jeez.
Freaking flat blade. Why do they have a flat blade?
I can even have an
screw
Allen in there. You can go put an Allen there if you want. Do you have an Allen?
That size? Probably not. Not handy.
The light don't work. There, I got light again. Make sure the washer's in there correctly, otherwise you have a problem. Is it in there right, or are you just shoving it all in? Still ever move? Ooh, look at that.
Probably tighter.
Is it tight? Don't break it. If you break it, you bought a new one. Does it have drag on it?
It's dragging.
Why do you keep trying to break it?
I don't want it to come out.
Yeah, well, how tight was that screw? Was it going into aluminum? You gonna strip it? You know that's a $150 vacuum plate if you strip it.
You have a whole pile of them over there. I just throw it on there when you're not looking and grab a good one.
Yeah, some of those don't have chokes on them. Okay, so now you got a lever here that works correctly. Look, it's got drag on it too, just like it's supposed to. So you even got an extra screw in case you break another one. Alright, see, that was really hard to do, wasn't it? Here, where's that go? Ooh, look at that fancy carburetor ready to put on. We didn't show that on video either. So it takes a spacer with a couple of O-rings and some chrome Allen bolts. Very important.
Look at that.
Then he's got that stupid Vose switch in this bike. What is that on there for?
What on where?
Your Vose switch. Get that hanging up in there.
That thing's freaking mounted beautifully.
You got the cables eating up on the head over there. Perfect.
That's freaking splendorific.
See, it's got a big hole in there. See, the throttle doesn't work. See, I'm turning the throttle. It's not working. What's up with that?
Splendorific.
Oh, it's hard to work with just your finger back here. Oh, well, it goes in. What are you doing now?
Don't look.
Oh, she's over there stealing brand new chrome-plated hardware.
Don't look.
Look at that. Those look like bolts. Ooh.
It was part of the kit. You didn't see that.
Yeah, it was part of the kit, all right. It's part of my kit, not your kit.
Part of my kit.
Where's the gasket?
Yeah, what'd you do with the gasket?
Oh, did it have one?
You putting it on dry or you putting some goop on it?
I don't even use gaskets usually, but they started putting gaskets on these for some stupid reason. I don't know why. I never use them. Gaskets are always optional. There it goes over there. You gotta hold on with a screw. Why don't you put the screws in first and forget the bolt?
Why don't you forget the bolt?
See, there's the screws.
in
They're right
first.
down there. There's an Allen socket. You got screws. There's socket right. That's not the right socket, though, is it? Ooh, you got an L handle wrench. Look at that. That one didn't work either, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
What
Does that have Loctite on them?
Pre-Loctited.
That's like that paste stuff.
There's no
Okay.
washers on here.
No, we don't have washers. Washers are optional.
Should I put some? I have that size.
Only if you got some to fit. Then the bolts might be too short. I just put it on the way it is. You gotta make sure that notch there goes into that groove there and not break that off. If you bend that off, it's gonna be about 30 bucks. So make sure you break it off.
That's freaking easy.
Look at that. Ooh, choke works.
Don't cross-thread it. It's aluminum-bodied carburetor.
That is optional. You can do that if you want to. It's your bike.
If you cross-thread it, you're buying me a new carburetor.
I'm not buying you a new carburetor. You buy yourself a new carburetor.
That's why you're having me put this on here, huh?
That's because if it breaks, it's your fault.
That's
Somebody has to hold the camera. It's called a learning experience.
this cost extra.
Before you get that tight, you're going to put that bolt up in the front in there. Now you see why I plugged that hole right there? Because there's no bracket over here. That's still pretty loose. You see that wrench?
Well, I'm gonna tighten it up. I
can see you're going to. I can see that you're going to tighten it up.
This bolt's too short.
Yeah, well, you're going to tighten it up. I am tightening it up.
Hey, you said don't tighten it up all the way. You gotta put that bolt in there. And then
So
you
when it
freaking-
until it hit, and you back off that far. See, but it still rattles, still moves. And look, he put the gasket in there too, just like he was going to.
Why'd you do that?
I
Take that
don't
back off.
No, it's too late now.
No, it isn't.
We don't need a gasket.
Put
what's
the
the bolt?
gasket in there.
We don't need a gasket.
There, we're putting the gasket in there.
What are you gonna do with that big gap back there?
I'm gonna put a spacer in there. Or just pull it till it freaking bends it.
Or you can rebend the bracket to fit. Or you have to get a longer bolt.
Just put a frickin' spacer in there.
Okay, where's your spacers at?
That bolt's plenty long, and look how frickin' long it is.
Yeah, not by the time you put a flat washer and a lock
I'm
nut.
putting this frickin' gasket on.
That's going to make it even shorter.
Oh, come on. Why'd you forget the gasket?
I didn't forget it. You're the one who was putting it together, not me.
You're the one that's getting all in a hurry.
We were just doing a check to see if it worked. That was a mock-up. That was not for real. It's like that primary cover over there. 6 hours later, it's got a primary on there with all the junk on it now.
Yeah, I'll put that,
Where's that gasket go?
goes between the air cleaner backing plate and the carburetor face.
Body.
Face of
Gasket
the
surface.
body.
Face of your gasket. It goes in front of your face. Oh, something's
Don't
falling
bend
off.
that thing off. Don't frickin' drop
don't
that
break
bolt. Don't break it.
What's that? See, if that's a genuine Harley part, it would have sticky junk on it. Look at you. Are you doing that right? It's pretty fancy there. Now, if you cover up this vent hole right here, it doesn't run very well. So do not cover up that vent hole. It must be vented. You sure are making it hard to do, aren't you? Uh-oh, now it doesn't fit. Oh, he almost broke it. You see that? I got a hammer, we can fix it. Oh, jeez, he got it in there. That was almost a first try, too. You gonna cross-thread that one again? Now you realize you just spaced the carburetor, you got less leg clearance now.
Yeah, I think that's less than a 32nd of an inch there.
I think that's probably at least 40 thousandths. Yeah, it all adds up. You got to put 2 pairs of socks on that to compensate.
I really did want to turn this the other way.
You can do anything you want. So you might have to make an adapter bracket. It will stick out further. Don't tighten it up, you don't have the screw in the front. See, this doesn't move. It was loose when I gave it to you to work on it.
Screw in the front. You still need a spacer there.
You still need to loosen these screws up so you get some float.
Float. It's
Yeah.
not a turd.
It's a turding, it's a floating turd. There you go, it's a float.
Spacer. So that's about that thick.
That looks like the thickness of the 7/16 nut.
That's what I was looking for.
Or a 3/8 nut with a washer. I'm thinking a 3/8 nut with a washer. But not an acorn nut.
I put my freaking nuts away.
He lost his nuts. Alright, we're gonna go find his nuts so we can get his air cleaner back together
Look
here.
at that.
Well, you found it already? That was quick. I was almost ready to go.
Look at that.
That's not a nut. That is an actual, true, honest-to-God spacer. And look at it. It's almost the right size.
That's freaking perfect.
Now, you realize if you tighten up really tight, it might push through the bracket.
It's not gonna push through the bracket.
It might. If I torqued it. Ooh, look at that.
Look at that. Perfect.
Now you need a washer and a nut.
See?
And that, you ain't got much room there.
This boogered up one no one's gonna see behind the
I
carburetor.
mean, I didn't catch that on the video.
See, it's all freaking been used and abused,
Oh,
but no one's
jeez.
gonna see that back there.
No, I will know it's there. And anybody watching this video will understand that it's like that. That's not an acorn nut, you know that, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's a little more critical to have a nylock nut, because
Yeah, but is there any threads even touching the nylock part? Because that bolt is too short.
it will be when I freaking torque the piss out of it and it cracks this
Backing plate?
backing plate.
Perfect. Or you could go get a longer bolt and a couple washers.
You mean that one?
Maybe. That was a lot longer. Is that a 1/4 inch longer or a 1/2 inch longer?
It's
That washer
freaking
to fall over.
longer.
Ooh, look at that. That would have some threads on that one. Now that bracket goes up under the rocket box there, bolt. Right there. You can almost see that. That doesn't focus in on that very well. Yeah. Oh well. Ooh, oh, look how long that's going to be so long. You're going to have to put an acorn nut on it now.
Yeah, or you break out one of those thick washers.
Yeah, where's one of those thick washers at that aren't all corroded? I told you you was going to get an acorn nut. See that? You could always shorten the bolt in these ones.
I could, but probably not going to.
You better hurry up. People are getting bored here.
Where are the spacers at?
I don't know. Got more washers over there?
Oh yeah, I don't want to stack a whole shitload of washers there.
Look at all that chrome hardware. Almost like he's working on something. Look at those nice chrome covers right there. Those didn't fit. Ooh, what do we got now?
That one's...
Ooh, that's one. Ooh, look, that's a triple thick one. I don't think you put two together. What happened to the acorn nut?
Nylox, it doesn't wiggle off.
Oh. Well, why you got so many fat washers on
Plus,
it?
no one's going to see the frickin' acorn nut. Well, I guess you were staring at it right there.
If you were in the front of the vehicle, you would see that, no problem. Especially if you see that ugly arse doubled up washer sticking out.
That's not doubled up.
He didn't even put a lock on it yet either. But I'm sure this carburetor's coming back off anyway.
It's got a frickin' nylock nut. Brand new nylock nut.
You have to rejet. We have to pull all this stuff off again. Okay, when you get close, tighten up the other screws first. Okay, now you go tighten up these three. Are they tight? Tighten them. Tighten them up. They're gonna fall off.
Really?
Yes. And if they fall off, if you're lucky, they can drop and they'll go into the motor. If you're unlucky, they go inside the carbonator there.
Well, how tight are these things supposed to go?
As tight as you can make that wrench, you ain't gonna hurt it.
Really?
Yep.
You're frickin' pissed if you hear a crack. Frickin' crack the carburetor body.
That's alright. We like having that. Okay, now you go ahead and tighten up that bolt there. Look at that. Not even a right size wrench.
You frickin' switched the wrenches when I was...
I did that. I'm surprised you caught that. I was going to want you to do that for like 5 minutes to figure out the nut wasn't turning, but... See, you're actually smarter than you look.
See, there's plenty of threads there.
You gonna tighten it or just play with it?
Wow. I don't know how frickin' strong this casting is in this backing plate.
Strong enough. It's S&S stuff. Top of the line. There you go. Alright, you get your Allen tied up here?
That one probably could use...
Some extra torque?
Yeah.
Don't have that wrench anymore, do you? Uh-oh, I already found it. Oh yeah, that'll be able to tighten up a lot with that. Oh, he's going to cheat. Is it tight?
It's tight.
You sure? Not moving.
Not moving.
What if you put it up like this? You put it up in here on the spark plug, can you pull out? Put the carburetor in the way. Can't tell if it's in there or not. The spark plug wire. Yep, you moved it. Good. Okay.
Tighter?
Well, yeah, whatever you can get. Can you move it? Okay, that's good.
It's flexing more than it's turning.
That's a good sign. We like flex. Okay, you gotta make sure the choke works. Truck works, yeah. Doesn't, kind of loose though. Sure you got that together right? How flimsy that is. Oh well, that's how they make it
Told me
nowadays.
not to tighten it.
That's how they do it nowadays. They used to have a screw hole up in here, but they eliminated it. That's pretty loose, but it'll
This
work.
needs to be tightened.
Okay, looks good. See if we can find some throttle cables.
What do you got there?
You missed all the videotaping we just did. Somebody called me Mr. Numbnuts. No, I called you Mr. Numbnuts. You called me Numbnuts. This is called lubricant. You're supposed to do this already.
Well, if I didn't, then you did.
Okay, these are the ones that were the incorrect cables. So we got to figure out which one is pull, which one's push. So this front one up here is pull. Now we don't have enough room here to go through here like this because this cable is too short. So we have to go through like this. Jam right up through these coils and make them work that way.
The dingleberries at the other shop put the wrong cables on here.
That's right.
What did they put? Two
Throttle cables.
of the same throttle cables. No,
Hard to do over here.
no spring on one. Do you want me to do that for you?
You notice that this bracket's loose?
Where?
The one that's moving? I almost had that. Probably can't even see it unless you turn the light on.
You can see. I can see. Sure, hold it.
My fingers are short and fat.
You describe what you're doing there?
Trying to push the cable in the hole. It goes up. To the slot, goes back down. Let me take this one and pull it. That's how this bracket's moving. It's loose. And we're going to take this one here. Somehow we're going to have to hook that in carefully.
So I want to give everybody the proper terminologies of what parts you're working on there.
This is an inner throttle cable going into a throttle lever assembly. We're trying to get the end of the ferrule piece in there, which I don't think you really would call that a ferrule.
I call it a ferrule.
I'd call it a cable end barrel.
Cable end, barrel, ferrule.
That's right.
That round thingamajigger, tubular thing on the end of the cable.
Yeah, that's not tubular though.
Well, cylindrical.
Need a little screwdriver. You don't have one here?
Yeah, there is. See it?
Use this big one here. There. Finally got the cable to go in. Pulled up. Now it's in. You got a little bit of free play, but not much. There's almost like none. There it goes. Now there's a lot. The cable went in. So you're going to take some of this gap up out of the free play here. Closer. Okay, see how this lever is moving around quite a bit here? See that?
A lot of slop in it.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
Well, what do you think's wrong?
The cable's too loose.
Yeah, I can take the cables up. What else is wrong?
Well, that spring's missing off the cable.
No, that's not the problem.
I think you have the cables on the wrong side.
No. It opens up.
Well, it's hard to look through the frickin' camera thing and look at the part itself.
Well, the bracket's moving on the carburetor, so what do you think the problem is?
It's too tight.
If it was too tight, why'd it be a new one?
Well, this bracket's loose. It needs to be tightened up.
Well,
it
once you
probably
do that-
should be taken off and put some Loctite on that
Oh,
screw
okay, there you
first.
go. You found the problem. And this is the only screwdriver we got, which is way too small. So
There's
you're
a bigger
thinking,
one.
so
There's a-
you're thinking that this is too loose here?
There's a fatter screwdriver down
You're
here.
thinking that might be too loose?
Yeah. There's a fatter screwdriver down there somewhere.
You shouldn't talk about yourself like that.
Instead of using that little wimpy one, strip out the head.
I'm trying to strip the head out. It should be an Allen.
Yeah, why is it?
It should be a chrome-plated Allen.
Why is it
I'm
not?
surprised you didn't go in the drawer there and buy all of these in chrome-plated Allens yet. This is semi-magnetic.
Do you have that size?
Maybe, but that's,
Is it numbered?
but we need to
10?
get some Loctite on this so we can stick it back in the hole over here. So what
So
color
number
Loctite
10.
are we going to use?
That purple again.
Ah,
The frickin' paste.
just had a snot booger come up. Now this does not air dry, remember that. It's Loctite.
Right.
Just because it looks like it's dry, that has nothing to do with it.
Probably again, it's 1982 Loctite.
Well, it was liquid yesterday or a couple days ago.
That was not.
It was too.
It's been gunky since I've been here. Since
Okay. I'm
1982.
going to use this big screwdriver because it's the only one I got.
There's a big one frickin' laying right
There,
underneath
it's
the
tight.
bike.
Where's the big one at?
I just used it a moment ago.
I know, I just used this one.
Oh, it's over there in the frickin' right there.
That's right where you left it?
See?
Oh, there it is.
Solvent tank.
It's right over there where you left it. That's our workbench.
See?
Hey, the bracket's not moving anymore. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Amazing how that worked, huh?
So let's give it some throttle and see that thing move.
Oh, I gotta take some of the clearances out. Cables are loose, remember?
Let's see that butterfly opening. Not opening.
Look at that free play we got in there.
Open, open, open. Starting to wiggle. Open. It's not getting any fuel.
No, the gas tank's not done yet.
It's just freaking idling here. Give it some throttle. There you go.
Did it go over?
Wide open.
That's where it belongs.
Wrap. Look at that. Open it up.
Got a little free play in it.
Yeah, there it goes.
Okay, now when you pinch these cables against the spark wire, it might not work. You know, if you have it over here, it might break this off. If you put a zip tie right there, it'll probably jam up and not work.
Yeah, well, it needs to be able to move. There's a clip underneath the tank.
Problem is you're right up against this plug wire, no matter what you're doing, and I don't know how much clearance we got over here.
The clip underneath the tank.
The cables are too short to go to the other side and come in under here.
There's a clip under the tank.
There's going to be a clip right there. So anyway, we'll have to figure out when we get the gas tank because we can't have this thing. We don't want to be knocking this wire off the cable.
Why not
off
a
of this.
zip tie loose so it just holds it like a...
Because when you turn the handlebar, it might jam up on you, but we don't know yet.
What I'm saying is loose so it can still float.
I don't know until you see if the handlebar is
Just keeps
jammed
it
up.
off the coil.
When you turn the fork, it's going to affect that.
Right.
Okay, these up here are finger tight until we get the bike running. So remember they're loose.
How'd they have those freaking cables working last time?
I don't know. Miracle.
'Cause
Okay,
they do look really short.
carburetor's on there. Yeah, but somebody put all the wiring up in here. I don't know who did all that. The Grillums did it. It was that hairy cockroach cat thing that you had in here. Your pet.
Right, so then what?
I don't know. I'm done. It's time to go home. 10:30. Time to go work on something that makes money.
10:30. Are you wimping out early tonight?
Gotta work on something.
There you go. Bye.
This is a razor sharp edge right in here. So unless you look at it from this angle, you're not going to see shit. Unless you look at it from my angle, you're not going to see anything.
I'm zooming in.
So I got to cut that edge away right there, all along this whole edge. Because right now it's pushing the wire hard into that. It's trying to cut the wire in half. So I'm going to use this grinder and the other grinder to kind of play with a little bit here. Okay, I need some light now that I can see where. I've got some light from an angle I can see like from top. Where am I at here? Not pretty, but it's all radiused out. Okay, I don't think there was anything on the other side to hit on, but I'm not sure.
We just do both sides just in case.
Well, I was thinking about maybe doing that.
We can see inside of that thing.
It's only chrome, so. See, I was hitting on everything up here in the way. I scratch your chrome up here and there for you. You don't mind, do you?
It's on the inside, doesn't really matter.
Oh, I don't know. You might look in there with a magnifying glass someday and say, oh my God, you scraped it all up.
Yeah.
You gotta do that?
No. I'm hoping I don't ever have to open that thing up again.
Oh, shit, you're asking for a lot. All right, what's the big one at? I need light where I can see.
Down in that socket, down in there
I
too.
know, I'm looking to see if the bit's all plugged up. That should get it.
Is that good?
It's radius now all the way around. We still gotta figure out why the darn thing ain't going deep enough, so we might have to do some cutting on that plug to go in deeper. So that'd be
It's
next
not
thing.
hitting on these edges at all? Where that screw
What, up here?
cross is? Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to hit against that, but
No, but on the edge. It's not, the wires aren't touching those edges at all?
on these edges up here?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Anyway, we'll go look at it.
Alright.
So, what I can see in here. About 475 it looks like. .450 thick, but this is all matted down. Yeah, see, this is bigger through here. Solid 500.
Should we take that screw off the ignition switch
That's
and slide
580.
some shrink tube on that red power wire in the ignition?
So 580 depth on that. 600. Should be room for that thing in there.
Probably that sharp edge that you just took away that was holding it up. Because look at how
It probably is.
boogered up that. Where's that wire?
This is all radiused.
Look at how boogered up that wire is.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. That's why it was pushing on it so damn hard. So this is on top of that.
Look, it was hitting here too.
So if I take this plug and put it on top of this wire instead of under it, that'll help us.
Feel that. It's chafing there too.
Yeah.
We ought to put a piece of shrink on that sucker.
Anyway, I'm going to change it a little bit. So that's the one we didn't take out yet.
Flat blade there.
This is off, isn't it? Yes.
That was tight.
Yep.
Tighter than what I put on there.
That's probably the same that went under yours. They stick themselves in. Okay, let's find some shrink tubing and put it on there.
All right.
So you weren't filming most of what we just did, so you better hurry up and watch it again.
Well, we had to.
It's going in there now. Get it lined up.
We had to use the rotary file or burr tool, some people call it.
That part we filmed, so all the wiring we've been doing right here is what you didn't film.
Right.
Or maybe you did film, who knows.
So we had to do that to eliminate the clearance issue that was happening. The wires were pinching on the sharp edge, so we had to put a piece of shrink tube to protect the
Okay, where's the light? I can't see in here.
wire.
Where's the flashlight? Something's bound up and I can't see what it is. Yeah, our black wire's in the way, but I don't know if that's the problem or not.
I want to be careful, push, pull, and tugging this thing too many times.
Well, it doesn't go in, it doesn't matter, does it? There it goes. It's a lot better. Hold up now.
There's a long screw there.
It still isn't going down all the way. Yeah, it's still. Something's still keeping it from going in all the way.
That's not going to keep it from functioning.
Yeah, just doesn't go down all the way though. I don't know if that wire with all the heat shrink is now bottomed out.
Well, let's just freaking screw it together. Because it did add some thickness putting the shrink tube on, but we had to because the wire was chafed.
Yeah.
We didn't want to go like cutting into this thing and replacing anything because we don't want to hear any that way the warranty crap.
I think we're already past that point. Let's see that. Go ahead and grab my plastic hammer. Here, right on my fingers. Thank you.
That's right. Probably shouldn't be taking a tap, whacking it with a hammer.
Why? See, the whole thing is stuck up on that edge.
No one will ever see it. I think it was like that when it originally, right out of the box.
Yeah, well, it's not going down, so.
Seriously, I think it had a raised edge like that right out of the box.
Maybe.
When you put these spacers on here, it floats back there behind it.
Shall we go this way? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we still don't know if this works yet either. That's a whole nother problem. Okay, what do you got for spacers? Where's your bolts? Where's your Loctite?
blow on these.
That's all you get for threads? Ain't much.
It was even less than that originally. Should have seen the little teeny screws that
That's good.
the screws it came with. There's no freaking goop coming out.
It's alright. Don't wear it out.
There's nothing coming out.
I told you to hold the bottle upside down. You didn't do that. See? Works good if you do like I say.
Should have seen the screws they shipped with it.
Okay, we need another Allen.
Black screws they shipped with it.
We like black.
I think it's this one.
I don't know. Which size, we'll find out.
Yeah, black, short little screws that would rust right up and the first time it freaking got sweat on it.
You're supposed to sweat on it.
Rain, fog. Cheap ass black screws with a chrome $600 module. And they give you cheap black screws.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to dig those screws out of my bin or buy them off of you. I don't remember which one.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then I couldn't find the right size, so I used those big spacers.
Okay. Which still works. Okay, we're going to use this heavy duty wiring system here.
You're just going to jumper it, make sure it turns on.
Headlights on.
Right, headlight, bam.
Let's see, the first three lights are not on.
I have to turn this light off so you can see the
We
lights.
got flashing going on. See here?
Turn signal's working. Running light.
Okay.
Flasher. How about the other one?
Yeah, looking at the lights working. Let's go on the other side, you can see better. That's the one they said we had to put a load equalizer in there because it wasn't made to work with LEDs.
Which I told them they were full of crap.
I told them that many times. So we only got one LED hooked up and one idiot light. Did that one flash?
Yep.
And we have flashing up here too. Next one.
Yep.
Neutral works. Horn works.
High beam light works.
That beam is on.
You hear that variation in the fan on the headlight?
Load on it.
Wow.
Low beam, high beam. That's working up there too. See on the shelf over there?
Yeah.
See, low beam, high beam.
Let's try the flashers. Emergency flashers.
What would it take to make them work?
I think they said you double tap them. Or you hold them down. Can't remember what.
No. Oh, there you go.
No, that's just one.
No. Still just one?
Yeah, just one. But you don't do both buttons.
Goes left and right, no problem.
Right. Emergency flashers work. They did last time. They're just not doing it right.
Well, we did reprogram a little bit, so you have to get some help back on programming. It goes left to right, no problem. It does that instantly. See right up here. Oop. Shows you that one. Boom, goes right to that one. Goes right back to that one, so that works.
Oh, we probably just have to reprogram it to get the emergency flashers to work.
I don't know. We don't know if the backs are working. We assume they are. So either way, we got that one wire we had to guess on the hookup, so.
That's good. So I can turn this off, yeah?
Yep, we're good.